What's going on, everybody? The world's a better place because you were here to join us. My name is Matt Brown, and I'm the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. It's a Friday, Feel Good Friday, March 14th, 2025. As we're right in mid March, March Madness is underway.
Mm.
The weather's getting a lot better, inching closer to the end of spring training, NFL free agency. The movie award season is done, so a new season begins. And yeah, we're just straight chilling as the spring is about to sprung, if you will. We have Ryan and Jose who are usually here. What's up, guys?
How's it going, Matt?
What's up,
And Jose, I
fellas?
guess. Yeah. Oh, look at. Let's get them. That's right.
That will make sense a little later. And then, for the first time in a long time, we have a returning special guest, the man, the myth, the legend, and ultimately a really great and talented guy, Alessandro Viviano's joining us today. What's up?
My
What's up,
God,
Alessandro?
my God. I mean, how do you follow that introduction? Can you just follow me around and introduce me everywhere? That'd be huge. That'd
You
be big
know,
for the brand.
you know I'm always about that. But should we call you Andy Alessandro today just to make sure?
To clear things up for everybody, I go by both because when I was younger, I didn't think people would take the time to learn four syllables. So I thought that Andy would go over better with my childhood friends because, you want to be likable as a kid, especially when you talk a lot. So, yeah. But Alessandro, Andy, either one works. But people know me as both or one, or I guess the man, the myth, the legend, according to the Matt Brown, whose mustache is looking very powerful, might I
Hey
say.
man, you are so kind. You are so kind. But we're definitely gotta have you. Let's talk about what was trending throughout this midweek in the middle of March. We'll have some fun with it. And just a reminder, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Productive Conversations podcast on all podcasting platforms and YouTube. And don't forget to check out exclusive content regarding the show across all social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Productive Conversations Podcast, X, Twitter at PodGobblePod. We're on TikTok at Productive Conversations and Facebook at Productive Conversations. Episode 498. That's right. Two more to go till we hit the big 500. And we are, as I was saying, planning something for the 500th next week and go from there. So good times ahead. Let's start talking. But everybody had a good week in general, though.
Yeah.
Everyone
Can't
made their
complain.
moves.
I I have no moves to make, so unfortunately, no.
Zero.
Out of moves. Yep. Checkmate, as they say.
Well,
Oh, we
that's
can't
a
be thinking
sure.
like that. There's so many moves to make, gentlemen. We're making
Um,
moves, guys.
I'm
Thank you, Andy.
unmoved. I'm glad. Hey, listen. If you got moves, you should make them. I'm not anti-move. I just hadn't. Don't have any at the
Don't
moment.
worry.
We'll
I'm
get some.
literally. Oh, Ryan, I have no doubt we're gonna get some moves. In
That's
fact, I'm here to help
Andy
make moves for you, Ryan. This is what we do. We make
Andy
moves for our
moving. All
boys.
right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
How
Let's
could
get
that not
that.
be a
Let's
better
get
start?
cracking, baby.
All right. That's what I'm exactly talking about. Let's get cracking. Let's talk about a productive conversations favorite as we are closing in on 500 shows. Somebody who has been mentioned quite a bit in the first 500 shows, Stephen A. Smith, right?
Mhm.
So just last week, we talked about him signing his big $100 million contract as a broadcaster. We had that old conversation about if it's necessary or not, but 5 years, 100 million, 20 million each. And literally after that happened, after we recorded, the Lakers later played on that Thursday night, and the LeBron James confronted Stephen A about him talking about his son Bronny James. Basically, Stephen A said he doesn't belong in the NBA, as we've said on the show, as many other outlets have said on the show. And only this time, I guess LeBron really felt some type of way and came at Stephen A for it. And ever since then, that whole week in between, right?
Mhm.
Between then and now, he's actually gone on tour to explain his actions. Not only on his own first take, he also talked about it on the Gilbert Arenas podcast. And it was on Fox News this week with Sean Hannity
He's been
discussing.
on there like 4 or 5 times now. Stephen A. has actually. He's become a regular on Hannity.
Yes. And all the same talk about him being a father, whatever. But Ryan, as we talked about, and Andy, feel free to chime in, and Jose too, with the fact
Sure.
that on his little presidential tour, he's doing something very political to explain everything that he's done. But before we just leave the conversation, I want to give credit to the Hater Report. I'm a big fan of the Hater Report, if you guys ever seen, right? They made a big compilation
Not you, Matt.
because this, right? Guy says, LMFAO, dog, I'm crying. Stephen A in 4K telling people to pull up on him at a game if they got a problem. And as soon as LeBron actually does, he went on a media tour playing victim. And just quick with the 82 seconds here.
We were at the Staples Center. And Kyrie rolls up on me. He taps me on the back and he's like, you still got that same energy face to face? I said, I'm standing here, ain't I? You never saw me at games for the better part of the last 25 years. I've been at an average of 120 games a year. You ain't seen me. You didn't see me sitting courtside with your former owner. You didn't see me at a couple of Phoenix games. You didn't see me there. Kobe could vouch for this. D. Wade could vouch for this. CP could vouch for this. Melo, others. There's a lot of people that could vouch for this. All you got to do is come talk to me.
That's it.
You don't, I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to. We could cuss each other out. You know, it doesn't matter. He's a man.
Right.
And it's like you gonna deal with him on the real. MJ, another cat, real.
Here I come. Oh, here I come.
Let's not ignore the level of physicality that once existed in the NBA. These brothers, Molly, would roll up. They'd find you in a hotel lobby or a restaurant before the game. It wasn't talk. In the game, it was physical. Off the court, it would be physical. I mean, they saw each other. You see what I'm saying? LeBron don't have to deal with that. You could come to me, and it could be real. If I say something publicly wrong, I'm not going to apologize privately.
Oh, Stephen A, which he literally just did 3 times this week. But we digress.
I mean, what stinks about this whole thing, a lot of things stink about this, but let's just call a spade a spade. Bronny isn't good enough to play in the NBA. I mean, is it the worst thing? No. Like, he was, what, pick 52 or something ridiculous? Like, it wasn't like he took
second
some,
round
like,
pick.
That's what I mean. It's not like he took some, like, top-tier athlete spot on the Lakers. He took the last spot on the bench, and ultimately that spot doesn't matter that much. But it's like, yeah, Bronny has proven on the actual court that he's not anywhere near ready to be a Laker. And so this is the one time, well, not the one time, he's been right before, but this is one of the rare times where Stephen A. Smith is just unabashedly correct in his assessment. And it's also one of the only times he's ever apologized for saying something, and it happened to be 100% correct. So it's like, you know, he doesn't apologize when he makes things up, but he will apologize when he nails it on the head because LeBron came up to him and told him to. And also, you mentioned the whole presidential thing, and I haven't checked in on that in a week. He might already be off of the list. You know what I mean? Like, he was at 2%, which is kind of fun, like kind of shocking in a way. Who knows if all of his appearances on Fox News and interviewing Candace Owen, I don't know if he's really considering this whole presidential thing. He needs to fire everyone that works for him right now and needs to hire some other people, because I don't know what he's thinking. But that's not the point. If you can let LeBron bully you courtside, then you're not going to be president of the United States. You're just not. I don't know what he thinks he's going to do on a debate stage with people who will lie professionally. Professional liars. They will literally lie to your face. And that's both parties. That's just on the Democratic side. Imagine if he got the nomination and he had to, go against J.D. Vance, who will just make it up. Like, this is insane. So, no backbone out of Stephen A. The whole roll up on me on the game is really funny because we watched what happens if you do. He immediately apologizes for a week. I don't know. I was kind of shocked.
And has to go to every single audience possible.
I was just kind of shocked. And I get it's LeBron, and I get that LeBron runs the NBA. I do understand that. But at the same time, like, again, it's not, you didn't make fun of LeBron. You made fun of his son, who's objectively not good at basketball. I mean, better than me, surely, but you think Bronny's good, huh?
I am a Bronny truther for sure.
The truth is he doesn't score any
to
points.
unpack here. There's
All
plenty to
right.
unpack here. Plenty.
Perfect.
To unpack here.
Great way to start. Tell me, you're the first one, Andy.
Good. I'm happy to get on this hill right now. I really am. Bronny James was picked 54th or 55th overall, correct?
I said 52, but yeah, maybe
It's something,
It
but
is
it's okay.
55th.
Second round.
Yeah,
In
second
the
round,
second
for sure.
round of a draft that was notoriously weak, if we remember. Zachary Richery was the first pick overall. Alex Sarr.
Yeah,
That's a
haven't
weak
doing
draft.
much.
That's a weak draft, right? Okay. First of all, weak draft. Second of all, Bronny James, if you actually look at the statistics on how he's playing in the G League, and I know it is a clear step below the NBA, but how he is performing in the G League is relevant of where he was drafted. Second rounders drafted in the same position he is in are also playing in the G League and not playing on NBA rosters. It's true. That's patently true. Bronny James is excelling in the G League. He does not excel on the Lakers currently, but if he's excelling in one place, you want to put him in a room where he's playing against better players so he can progress. He is a young man who overcame a cardiac injury like less than 2 years ago. So I am fully on board with Bronny James is still going to be a productive NBA player. I won't go as far as say all-star. Bronny James will be on an NBA roster in 5 years as a plus WAR player. I can guarantee
and
it.
not with his
Guaranteed.
dad.
Guaranteed. Well, his dad might be still around. That's a whole other thing.
Mhm.
Since Luka has revitalized, but let's stay on Stephen A for a second.
Mhm.
So my first point is Bronny is an NBA player. Maybe not this year. By next year, I kind of think he's going to be an NBA player. That might be a hot take.
I
in
mean,
5 years,
like
he
like
for
the
sure
12th,
makes
as a
it.
12th man.
Yeah, average 1.4 points this year in the NBA, just as a,
Sure,
just
but
wanted
who
to
is
throw that out there.
okay? Any other second round players averaging? Any other players drafted from picks 45 to 60, averaging more than 6 points a game in the NBA this year? Can you find me that?
From the second round, I mean, probably it'd take a while to even
Sure,
confirm
but
that
like,
exists.
okay, we could maybe visit that in the future. I want to get on Stephen A for a second.
Yeah.
So Stephen A, listen, he's an entertainer. First and foremost, he is a man that is super impressive by the way that he was able to create for himself in a world at a very early stage in his life where people weren't content creators. He put himself in markets. He started talking up himself. He did incredibly well. And he signed that $100 million contract. So he has earned my respect as an entertainer, and some of his sports takes are very good. Here's why I think Stephen A is on a little tour. I think Stephen A is seeing his political capital rise a little bit when he's going on The View, when he's going on Hannity. He knows that all press is good press, Stephen A. He knows he can turn this even into a book in 5 years. He knows he can turn LeBron James, who is undoubtedly one of the most recognizable people in the world, undoubtedly. He's a billionaire playing basketball at the age of 40. First of all, that's unfathomable. Jordan could never. Don't get me started on the LeBron Jordan. We don't want to go there. Anyway, Stephen A
Definitely
knows.
next time, because
We'll do that next time. Stephen A knows who LeBron is, and he knows who Bronny is. He is media. He is selling papers. He is selling ESPN. Bronny gets headlines because the debate gets headlines. They don't want to tell you that the people drafted around Bronny are not NBA players. They just want to talk about Bronny because LeBron James is the greatest player of all time. And when he dominates headlines, the NBA makes more money. It's all money. Stephen A knows this. And honestly, I kind of disagree with that he wouldn't be able to be on a campaign stage, a debate stage with Trump or any politician. I think Stephen A would fare very well because I think he has spent a career talking to blowhards like Colin and all of these people he has on these shows who have terrible sports takes. Terrible sports takes. So I think he could sift through some bullshit. Now, Stephen A is a showman, so he's comfortable in front of a camera. I would love to see him debate Vance. I think he'd eviscerate Vance. And Trump, now that would be that would be pay-per-view TV. I'd pay good money. So I think he's going on this press tour and capitalizing it because ultimately, the other side of this is I think LeBron did it publicly for a reason. He wanted Stephen
That
A
I
to
do
suffer
think, too.
publicly. He wanted
Oh yeah,
Stephen A to
definitely
suffer
he did that
publicly.
on purpose. Yeah.
Because LeBron has reached now an echelon. Like in the last year, it's gone from LeBron Jordan to we shouldn't have the conversation anymore. They're both GOATs, right? Like that's happened in the past like year or two. For me, it's crazy the change up on the LeBron GOAT conversation. I think LeBron knows now that he has enough audience with king energy or king aura that he could do stuff like that and put Stephen A on blast in public and tell him to get Bronny's name out his MF mouth. Like, bro, like, and honestly, Stephen A will capitalize on it. But I really don't love the way the 48th president of the United States was talking to the 50th president of the United States. Oh, sorry, the 50th president of the United States was talking to the 48th. Okay, there goes my tangent. I happily take questions on my TED Talk. Thank you so much.
While you were
Definitely
doing that,
appreciate that energy, Andy. Thank
I
you.
did
Of
take a
course.
little look-see just to see. LeBron, or sorry, not LeBron. Bronny doesn't appear to be within the top 50 scorers in the G League. If I'm reading
Points
the
per
G
game?
Leagues, yes, per game. So again, I'm not saying
What is the per in the G League, the PER? That's a better statistic I think we should
Let's
evaluate.
see
Listen,
here.
I'm willing to be wrong about Bronny's G League stats. Listen,
I don't see
So we have, but
per, but that
regardless of
doesn't
what the
matter.
numbers say,
I'm just saying
I
it's
still
not like
think
he's
he has the
blowing people
ability
away. I don't think he's blowing
eventually.
people away. I don't believe he's blowing people away in the G League at current. Again, next year's a new year, and so is the year after that. So I suppose we don't know what Bronny will or won't
he's
do.
20 years old.
He's gonna
Right.
get cut next season.
Well, I mean, no. If his dad's on the team, he won't.
He's not going to
cut.
get cut next season. He's Avery Bradley in 3 years, dude. He's
This-
one of the most
this
athletically
Bradley.
gifted people.
This
He's
whole
what-
argument, is not about Bronny James. This whole argument is about LeBron James.
In
Who's
what
the-
way?
Okay, LeBron.
As
before
Jose has said here, LeBron destroying the league, James.
LeBron.
Yes.
Who was the one before Bronny came in and said Bronny was better than half the league? LeBron.
LeBron,
Who's
yeah.
He's
Who's
a
the one-
dad,
who's-
dude.
Okay, hey,
I mean, you draft him.
but you're putting a lot of fucking shit on Bronny if you're saying that dumb shit.
Michael
yeah.
Jordan's son's
It's
been
not
arrested
fair.
3 times, bro.
Yeah, but how many times did you know Michael Jordan's kid played basketball? Did you ever
I
see
did
him
not.
mention?
I did
Both
not.
his kids
He
played
did. They
college
both
ball.
played. They both
And
played.
did you
Yeah,
ever
I
see
didn't know. I didn't know that.
Did you ever see Michael Jordan say his kids can play? Better
Because they
than half
weren't
the league?
good.
No, he specifically left his
also-
kids out of the last
They
dance. I
weren't
bet
good
you
enough
for a
to
reason.
even come
Notice that?
close to the NBA.
Also-
They weren't good enough to play high D1 ball.
Newsflash:
They
weren't.
Bronny wasn't that good in college either.
Okay.
My
The time he
boy,
did
my
play.
brother, he was a top
Bronny
recruit.
James.
And he's
Just because you're a top recruit because your last name is James, cool. But that doesn't make you a good
Let's
player.
see.
I will say this funny.
His-
His name is literally LeBron James Jr.
So and then the
I
second
will.
part.
Okay, I was just gonna.
One last one. Who else said, whoever drafts Bronny will get me, LeBron James?
you have a direct quote or interview where he said that?
It is a direct quote. It's on Google. But
Bring it up. It's on Google.
My-
You can't trust Google. We
No,
fucking
no,
Google
no,
these
but
days.
Hold
my
on.
point, this is not newsflash. Everybody knew that. And that's why the Lakers
know
made
that.
sure. That's why the Lakers made sure, and LeBron James told every team not to draft them. That's a fact.
I just want to throw this out. I don't know what the player efficiency
To
rating.
be fair, I did
means.
look up Jose. He does say it right here, thanks to AI. That I guess that it was a real quote.
Thank you. Listen, this is not about Bronny. This is about LeBron saying the shit he said that fucking boosts Bronny up. And now his ass can't cash some checks. Not 1.4 per game. And you expect him to be playing next season?
10
I will
point.
bet you-
His
I will bet you
college
$25.
PER. Sorry, his college PER
don't
rating
care
is
about college.
10.3. Well, Jose asked about that. He's
Okay.
average of 4.8 points in college. 2.1 assists. He had a field goal percentage of 36.6.
A heart attack, yeah, too. A heart attack during the
Yes,
season.
a heart attack as well. It
Yeah,
wasn't one of the listed stats, and then whatever the
that's a stat.
PER rating was. So, again, Jose wanted to know what the college stats were.
At
Those
the-
are the
at the-
college
at the-
stats.
At the end of the day, even with the heart attack, all right, cool. I'm sorry, that sucks for you and all. Still doesn't make you weren't good before the heart attack, and you weren't good after the heart
Well, he
attack.
played
It
the
doesn't
one
matter.
season, so I don't know how you could say he was like. We
You
can't compare him before. He
okay,
only played one
okay,
season.
cool. Go look at his high school numbers. It's the
I
same
don't care.
fucking
High school
number.
doesn't
But that's my
matter,
point. It's LeBron James. That is what we're looking
I
at.
do
That's
think
the only
drafting
bolster. He didn't even
freshman.
everybody look up one more thing. Go ahead, look up the McDonald Classic. He was on there and everybody scrutinized him. Why was he on there? He didn't make no points per game. He was below average of everybody else. But the only reason why he's in the McDonald Classic was because of his dad.
I will say that with only one season of college ball and 4.8 points being the average, I understand obviously there was a health issue in that first season, but to take that health issue and pretend that was enough to put him in the draft class numbers of the rest of the draft class, again, 4.8 points, 2.1 assists, 36% on field goal. I feel like had he played one more season in college, most of this would have just gone away. But I mean, not to be morbid, I think the reason he didn't play one more season in college is
His stock would have went down.
One, well, I mean, there's a possibility that he's bad and he would have done just as bad even without the heart attack, and that would have been a problem, sure. But I'm saying even if we're assuming he would be better, one, his dad is trying to retire and he doesn't have that much time. And two, not for nothing, he had a heart attack playing basketball. His dad clearly, as we saw in the quote, wanted to have a game with his son in the NBA. So the reality is he said, draft my son even if my son's not ready because I need to play basketball with my son before I retire. And he may not get to play a full career because of his heart, which is fine. But I mean, at that point, it's a make-a-wish deal. No offense. It is. And Stephen A is correct at that point. If that's what happened, then he's correct. And if it's not what happened, then I don't know how he got drafted with these stats in only 1 year.
Let me ask you a question.
Then the last one, then we do have to go to the next segment.
Yeah. Let me just ask you a quick question. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Prospects across the sports, across baseball, right? Sometimes George Lombard Jr., perfect example, Yankee prospect. He's 19 years old. He is a son of a former major league player. Okay. Again, you can't leave LeBron out of it, clearly. I completely agree with you that he went early to the league to play with his father on the Lakers. 100%. Was he perhaps ready for the NBA draft more than a senior at Seton Hall? Perhaps not. Here's what I'm saying, though. Perhaps. I'm not willing to say definitely. Perhaps. Here's what I'm saying. As a prospect, you are drafting someone who has access to the best training, the best trainers, the most potential up. He has the highest potential of anyone drafted in that class. Period. That class is terrible. That class is terrible.
He's got the most access to resources. Yeah, he's got the most money.
He's 18 years old when you're drafting him. So when he's 25, you're telling me he can't be Avery Bradley? That's shocking. Of course he can. He's LeBron James Jr. LeBron James is the hardest worker this sport has ever seen.
Yeah, doesn't mean Bronny is.
That makes no sense at all. Because if you really look at it, as a teenager, he went to the best high school team ever. High schoolers. He has LeBron fucking James. He can get the best coaches to train him privately.
Well, the Ball brothers were the best high school team ever. First of all, let's stop it right there.
And Lonzo Ball is better than him. Melo is better than him.
Which one's Melo? Which one's the rapper? Sorry.
No, D'Angelo.
Okay. Is he better? One. Is Bronny better than D'Angelo, Jose?
LiAngelo?
Or LiAngelo, whatever. I don't know.
I'll give Bronny that one.
All right. Okay. So we got one ball that Bronny's better than. I just say I agree.
Bronny will have a better career than Lonzo Ball. Period. Mark it down.
So
I love your confidence.
Mark it down.
I get what you're saying about the resources. I think another season at USC is probably better than anything he could buy.
I agree.
With his dad's money.
I totally agree with you. But if the problem was that the money he had to strike when the money was high. If he would have stayed one more season at USC, and he was pulling them same damn numbers,
Yeah, but his dad could
he
have
was
got it
done.
next season for him too. Like if his dad really is what did it, right? Then his dad would have got it done regardless. Theoretically. If we're gonna say that LeBron is the reason Bronny got drafted to the Lakers, then he could have waited another season. Like
Also,
yeah.
regardless, it's good for basketball that LeBron is still playing basketball. Period.
Well,
Period.
LeBron, yeah, but no,
That's going to be a
Bronny
great
doesn't
talk.
have
And
it.
if
when
Bron-
he
if
retires.
Bronny,
I think he's going to
if
retire after
Bryce-
next year.
I
That's
think
when
he
his
wants to play with
contract
ends.
Bryce. He's playing
Yeah.
with Bryce.
Is it
Bryce
hanging
is
on
better.
that long?
Bryce is
Which
better.
one's Bryce?
That is true. The
Bryce
other
is
kid,
better.
his other
Oh,
kid.
he has
Bryce is
another.
better.
He has
He's
another
taller.
player.
He's like 6'8".
Oh wow. Okay, so yeah, we'll hold off for him too.
45-year-old LeBron basketball. Hey,
Does he have enough
now
to
that
field
Luke
the
is
whole
going to take
team?
him to the finals, like the Lakers are cooked. The Lakers are great.
I
Do
think
they have a full team?
I think
of
he only
Jameses?
has 3 kids. I mean,
Oh,
3 sons at
nice.
least.
That doesn't work
I
then.
think
Two sons and a
he
daughter.
has 2 sons and a daughter.
Two sons
Okay.
and a daughter.
Shit. Well, okay, we tried.
Well, let's move on to other people who love to be talked about besides Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James. I'm obviously talking about the now free agent quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. So
He's been quiet recently.
as NFL free agency has begun, as we talked last week on the moves that were made, we're in our second wave right now of signings and players getting cut as the official league year began earlier this week. The Jets did release Aaron Rodgers. Took a nasty cap hit, but they're willing to take it. But right now, Aaron Rodgers is a free agent. Right now, he said he did try. It was reported he tried to go back to the Jets, but the Jets rejected him, and he still wants to play, though. So as there are
That's
teams
not
still
what I heard, but
waiting.
that's fine.
No, that was reported by Diane Racine that he wanted to come back.
Yeah, but he
There was-
wouldn't.
there were-
The Jets had certain things they wanted hit from him.
Well,
and he
yeah.
refused to do
That's the
them.
point. But it's still the idea that he wanted to come back. Though.
Yes, he was fine playing for the Jets. Yeah, he just
Yeah,
okay.
they
Do
didn't
this.
reach-
He said no. They
Yeah,
couldn't reach
no
a deal.
terms. No
Yeah,
terms.
Exactly.
But
It wasn't like they kicked him out.
No,
There was
yeah.
a world where he did play for the Jets. It's just they couldn't get to a
They
common
had
ground.
stipulations,
Yeah.
that he wouldn't want.
Right. Regardless, though, he still wants to play and he still thinks he has
Yes.
enough left. And he did play well enough for the end of the year to justify that. He did.
He does have enough left.
Yeah.
He could play again. Yeah,
He does.
So,
not for the Jets, but for someone else. Yeah.
right.
Which
yeah,
is, I mean, the Jets are a dumpster fire. Let's not. I mean, come
exactly. Going Justin Fields. So,
Great pairing. First of all, great pairing. Both of them, great marriage. Phenomenal marriage.
I've already said I think Justin Fields will be fine, but that we'll get into that in a second. Let's finish the Aaron Rodgers lead.
yeah. So, with Aaron Rodgers, though, he's a free agent. And there are some teams who still need a quarterback, which include the New York Giants, the Minnesota Vikings still figuring out what they're going to do at quarterback, and the Pittsburgh Steelers still figuring out what they're going to do at quarterback. And pretty much the quarterback market is waiting on Aaron Rodgers. Is his decision whether he's coming back or is he going to retire? But somehow on Wednesday, he was found at the beach with a blanket. This is with a blanket,
Nice.
short trunks, and headphones, and he's just pondering his NFL future, as this Daily Mail article says here.
Alrighty.
But he made sure that people saw him to get this picture somehow, some way. And the place hasn't been identified where this is at.
It's California somewhere, right? I mean,
Likely,
That's where
he's
he's
from
from.
there, so
Yeah.
yeah. So probably it's Malibu home or something. So pretty much the big thing here, as we are waiting for his decision, is he going to go to the Steelers or is he going to the Giants or is he going to retire? But I just find it interesting, Aaron Rodgers making it a way for him to let it be known that you're thinking
he's
about
still
me.
here.
You're
He's
still
still
thinking
here.
about me. And the one thing too with him, taking his sweet time, those other two teams, especially here's the thing. I think the Vikings are going to go with JJ McCarthy. You don't draft a player that high. And I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be a backup.
Nope.
But
He won't. He will not.
the other big free agent quarterback is Russell Wilson. So it's pretty much those two. And pretty much they're waiting. Whoever Aaron Rodgers is choosing to go with, you're going to get Russell Wilson as your
Russell
consolation
Wilson could be
player.
a backup.
I thought Russell is going to Cleveland.
Well, he's talked to them. He did talk.
Ooh, I
so
love
he went
that.
on a meeting. He had a meeting with Cleveland and the Giants on Thursday. That's also another option.
Dog
But
pound.
yeah, the thing with the Steelers, they've been upgrading on offense. They got DK Metcalf. George Pickens is a solid wide receiver. it makes more sense probably for Aaron Rodgers to go to the Steelers. But selfishly, I want some excitement for the Giants, and the
He
Giants
does also
must
live
win
in
now.
New York now.
Yeah,
Like
it
he
would be
has a
more
house there,
convenient.
so it's
Yeah.
Good point.
convenient
Good point.
to just
Let me
switch to
ask-
the other New York team.
And
But
as a way to get back at the Jets for not believing in him
For
or
sure.
not matching
Same
those
building,
terms.
revenge. Forget
Yeah.
about it. Oof.
And he's got Malik Neighbors there too, with a team
Mhm.
with a franchise that's also just as lost. And his
KK
front
Jr..
office is doing everything they can so they can have their jobs back next year. They are on the hot seat already, and rightfully so. So I personally want Aaron Rodgers to go just for some excitement and still have something left. And the Giants are going to draft high. I hope that they draft Cam Warren. I want them to. I don't want to select Shedeur Sanders.
You think he falls to 3? You think Cam falls to 3?
No, I
don't.
think Cam Ward's going to
I
be
think
number one
Cam's going
regardless.
1.
And it's a matter of the Giants trading up.
You want
with
them to trade
Tennessee.
up. Okay, so
Yeah.
what's the package there, Matt?
If you will, for the Titans
one,
right
for the
now,
one,
who
yeah.
they still, off the top of my head,
They both kind of want
give them
quarterbacks.
definitely swap the picks.
Yeah, of course. Done.
But also give Tennessee 2 seconds, next year's third, something like that, around there. So 4 picks, as I'm saying,
Woo.
to go there
That's
for
a-
a team
that's-
that's desperate. Because remember,
mean-
the Giants are as bad as it can be.
No, I get it. That's a high price to pay. Listen, I love it. That's very aggressive, though. If
It
Cam
also
Ward doesn't
buys you
pan
some.
out,
Yeah, it buys you some time too,
I think Cam Ward's excellent. Make no mistake. I think he's the number 1 pick.
for sure.
Oh, wow.
And the dude
Oof.
knows how to make comebacks. Seeing him like a big comeback against Pittsburgh, I saw when he was on Miami earlier this year.
No, I mean, he looks like the calmest guy. The coolest cucumber, Cam Ward.
so what
Yeah,
happened to Travis Hunter? Where is he falling?
He's
now?
going second.
Yeah, he'll go
Second?
second no matter
He
what.
goes second
They
in
don't.
Cleveland, yeah.
Yeah, just don't need him.
Abdul Carter.
And yeah, and he'll go third. Those are probably your top 3 picks.
Yeah.
Michael Carter, the pass rusher from Penn State.
Yeah.
Unless somebody trades up for someone.
I mean, if you guys get
Yeah, true.
Rodgers, then it doesn't necessarily hurt you to get
Oh yeah, they can still
Hunter.
make the move. They went
I mean,
that route.
with a wide receiver. At that point, you got Neighbors
Yeah,
and
no,
Hunter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
think
draft
they.
Hunter at 3.
I
if
think
you get
they
Rodgers.
want him. I think a lot of people expect him to play defensively first, at least,
Interesting.
then be
All
a
right.
wide receiver.
Yes.
but that's still
Yes.
weeks away till that's decided. But
Yeah. No, I
that's
know.
what
But
they're
just
leaning
a
towards.
thought. Yeah.
As a defensive player, but yeah, that's another thing too. But
That's the thing. Is it worth the 4-pick overpay when you can get Aaron Rodgers and put Travis Hunter as your cornerback 1 for the next 5 years and for the next 8 years at least, and also get him in package plays on offense,
Right.
And figure out quarterback next year when you can maybe draft Arch Manning.
It'll be
If
a better.
Rodgers
Yeah,
that's the
doesn't
thing.
work
If
out.
it
year will
all
be a better
fails,
quarterback class, too.
then you'll be okay.
Yeah,
next
right,
year's a
that's what
better
I'm saying.
quarterback class in general.
It is.
in
It's,
college.
yeah,
so.
there's a couple quarterbacks coming out. Definitely Arch and is Ewers coming out this year? Ewers is coming out.
Ewers is actually a surprise, but he is coming this year.
Yeah.
Do you
Probably
have
like
to
a
be a
fourth or fifth.
sophomore? You have to have played your sophomore season. So the dude out of Arizona State, who knows what he's going to do? 'Cause
Nice.
He's losing Scatterboo. He's lost
Yeah.
Scatterboo. So who knows how this season's going to go? If this season doesn't catch fire like last season, he might again use his miracle run from this year as a freshman to just go into the league, and he's a very good player. So I think next year's got a lot of really good quarterbacks. So
I
it might
agree.
be smart to
Rodgers a year.
if you've got like an Aaron Rodgers in your
It
back
can't get
pocket,
any worse. It can't
if
get
you've
any
got
worse.
Aaron Rodgers for like a year as like a kind of a stopgap, it might be worth finding someone else and keeping the powder dry for the next year. I guess the issue is if Aaron Rodgers does really well, then your pick is horrible. I mean,
Well, that's
that
a
would
good
be your
thing,
problem,
But then you're
right?
making the
But
playoffs. If Aaron Rodgers is
exactly.
Aaron Rodgers, you're making the playoffs, and then you turn
He might
and
even
then
stay at that point.
yeah, exactly. And then Shane and Dable look like geniuses
Yeah, exactly.
because
Exactly.
they draft Hunter and they get the veteran. Although I do think I kind of feel like he's going to Pittsburgh.
I think so,
They were
too. I think
closer.
everybody's
yeah.
Kind of feel like he's going to Pittsburgh.
They were closer.
But it's
to
just
that
the only thing
spot that he
about that
wants, so.
is I just wonder what's taking him so long to do that. It's kind of obvious. They're way
Ayahuasca,
better
dude.
to run.
It's
I mean,
just all
if you really want to
ayahuasca.
go that he's just high this whole time.
He's just high this whole.
You really think that like simple as that? He's just.
He went to Egypt instead of.
I will
practice.
say, Adam Schefter reported that as of yesterday, neither of the teams heard from him, and there hasn't been an update since.
Okay.
So, like,
that
literally
picture was
ghosting.
in Egypt.
I don't
mean,
know.
maybe he's
but
asking the Hat Man if he should retire, and
might
maybe the
be.
Hat Man is back. You know,
I'm just glad I don't have to pretend
they
to
need
look
to
like
make
Aaron
a.
Rodgers
He needs to
anymore.
make a decision soon because other quarterbacks are getting signed. Like Gardner Minshew's going to Kansas City.
Oh,
For
okay,
example,
that's a sneaky pickup.
yeah. Who knows? Jameis Winston's still available. Definitely don't want Carson.
Jameis is my favorite person as a quarterback.
If he could finish, if they could figure out his turnover problem, he could
you
still
get
have
him
a
another
solid
LASIK
5 years
surgery.
left.
He needs a second LASIK surgery. That's it.
It could be. Remember, he's a
Can't see
number one
anything.
overall pick, still in the league, but what a insane
Fall off.
ride.
Yeah.
I'm a big fantasy football fan, so I love Jameis Winston. Also, like, he's just iconic. All of his interviews are just excellent.
His interviews are very funny.
Yeah.
His Super Bowl stuff was pretty good too.
I need a job. Where should I go?
Yeah.
Iconic. Him and
Oh,
Baker
man.
Mayfield. Those are my two favorite quarterbacks right now.
Oh, Baker, yeah.
But that's what we think just now. Ultimately, the consensus we have Rodgers going to Pittsburgh.
I feel like
likely.
I mean, yeah,
He's taking his time because he's high.
That's right.
He's trying to get DK and he's trying to get Pickens out there with him on the retreat.
That's
He's
right.
calling that. He just because DK needs it too. And honestly, Pickens would both benefit from kind of discovering themselves.
Definitely.
Maybe Tomlin just sent them
dude.
away. You know?
I think Tomlin should
I will
go
say
with them.
if they fail with Rodgers, I think Tomlin's done. 15 years as a coach. Steelers aren't known to fire their coaches, but maybe
never a
something new.
losing season.
That's true, but the last
But
6
never
seasons
winning.
he's
Not
lost the
never,
playoffs
but-
the first round in the last
That's
6
true.
seasons in a row too. So you have to. That's the yin and the yang part. What's more important, making the playoffs or advancing?
I feel like
Yankees of the
Belichick's
NFL.
girlfriend might be ready
Very
to
much.
coach the Steelers next year.
Yeah, we'll
She's
have a story
qualified.
on
Bill
that.
told me she's qualified. She's
Yeah.
definitely qualified.
We'll have a story on that a little later. I just want to hit this right now. As I mentioned, baseball's around the corner. Go over baseball preview in a couple weeks and go through all of that. Did you guys hear about the baseball cap situation? That Fanatics put out a collection of baseball hats where they would put pretty much the regular logo and then they would put the name of the team behind it, but it would turn out to be a disaster because you have hats that say this, whether it's anal for the Angels is literally in here.
Yeah, it's so good.
Tetas, which is, titties in Spanish. I don't know what this one is.
Asshole.
I mean,
Ashos.
Ashos.
I guess
The
asshole.
Ashos.
The assholes.
Ashos.
And as you can see, the MLB pulled every single one of those hats, but you could buy them on eBay if you have them right
They're
now.
like 1,000 a piece, bro. The Tetas hats.
Do you want the Tetas hat? I know Jose likes that Tetas hat.
That's a high ticket item, bro.
Has Fanatics ever done anything correctly besides their little festival?
Not for baseball.
Just in general, I feel like everything they make is horrible.
It's
Yeah, they
terrible,
got
man.
complaints with the
and
hockey.
their festivals are terrible.
Well, you've been like 4 times. If it's so bad, why do you
Yeah,
keep
it's
going?
trash, but
But why you keep
the
going? That's why
celebrity
they keep
still
doing
there?
it.
because everybody's there. Well, I'm not gonna do no autographs anymore. I tell you that shit right now, but I still go.
I'm just saying, I've never been. I just decided I didn't need to see the celebrities.
Oh, to the Javits Center for Fanatics
Yeah.
Fest.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm also far away, which helps. But
They're
Come on,
they're
Ryan.
pumping it this year. They're really pumping it. They're like,
Come on.
go. I'm like,
Come on, Ryan. Come with me to go see the Undertaker.
oh yeah, I need to see the Undertaker. Like I
That's
need a
fucking
hole
sick,
in my
dude.
head.
Eddie was actually at Raw at the Garden this week.
I was.
Yeah.
nice.
It was fucking electric. Yeah.
I mean, the
long story
Garden's
short,
always fun for WWE. They usually put on a pretty good show at the Garden.
We were a little disappointed that Cena or The Rock didn't come out after, of course, the recent developments.
Cena's next week in Europe. So if you can get yourself to Europe, you can see John Cena.
As an actor, my disposable income is not vast.
Not high, yeah.
Not yet.
However, not
Not
yet.
yet.
Yeah, hey, listen, big moves. All of us,
That's
big
right.
motivational moves this year.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Man, those hats are hilarious, though.
Tetas hat.
Can't get over it.
Anal.
I just can't believe Fanatics keeps messing up specifically for the MLB. And they're not going to receive any kind of pushback because I'm fairly confident that they're the only people doing it now. I think they've run everybody else out of business. So it's just you can only work with Fanatics, and they've literally
Yeah,
never
they
done
paid
it
the most.
correctly.
Paid the most for those They just got the right investors to, beat Adidas and Nike. One thing I did learn though about Adidas,
Majestic.
I learned that Adidas does everything soccer, and that's how they'll always technically be the number one brand because hello,
The
soccer.
biggest.
Soccer.
Yeah,
I actually didn't know that they pretty much do all of soccer's gear.
Yeah. There's like, what's it called? There was like a big thing in Germany. I forget what happened. There was a controversy about Adidas in Germany. I think somebody wanted to do like not Adidas, one of the soccer teams over there, and
And they said
it
nope.
became like a thing, and yeah, it was a whole fight. Yeah.
wow.
I don't remember. If I remembered any more of the details, I would like tell the story so we could talk about it, and I don't. But look it up because I remember reading it, but like, oh wow, yeah, Adidas.
Circle back on another episode for sure.
Adidas has got soccer locked down.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
was the moral of the story.
Love it.
They bullied the country of Germany because I think it was like a German company
And they're a
wanted
good
to do
team.
it.
They're a good team.
Yeah, I
They
don't
were
know
in
if
the
it was
World
like
Cup
Team
2
Germany
World
or
Cups
if it was
ago.
like one of like the
Yeah.
Deutsche League teams. I don't know, but I
Yeah.
do know that like I think it was a German company wanted to be the new shoe, and they were like, yeah, it makes sense, German company, German team, and that got shut down.
So fast.
Yeah.
Yo, I have to say, let's switch to another thing right quickly in an another NFL related story. CeeDee Lamb, the wide receiver of the Dallas Cowboys, he was hanging out with this guy, this streamer named N3on, and this is, I guess, the new way
Who are
to
these
do
people?
interview podcasts. Just do random stuff with them, right? As we're learning more, right? So we have N3on here, and let me just show you the highlights. I am a Giants fan. I hate the Cowboys, but I have to say, after watching this,
He came across real likable.
yeah, CeeDee Lamb seems like a
He
cool
came
ass
across
dude.
real likable.
So let's show some of the highlights. Like here, CeeDee Lamb calling the Bears trash to start. We have this one.
Poor Bears.
No, Caleb Williams will
try.
get them there eventually.
They try.
Bonds.
That's N3on Ryan, I'm sure, as you can tell.
I mean, I figured.
That.
I was fairly
One
confident.
team like the. I almost did it again.
I don't want to get you in trouble, bro. If you don't want to say it, don't say it.
Nah, but the Bears, they were terrible last year, and now you can tell they already, you know what I'm saying, they emphasizing.
No, for sure.
Cause I mean, the free.
Call them trash.
Oh, I mean, it helps that they were right.
Yeah,
So
I
he's
think they
not
blew
wrong.
7 of their games that they were up in the 4th. So, and they fired a new
I
coach,
watched-
and now Ben Johnson's in.
I will say I watched again. I saw them play the game that they should have won and lost here in in DC against the Commanders, and Caleb Williams doesn't look terrible when he plays. It's just
Oh yeah,
they
he got
just
more confident
don't-
as the year came by.
yeah, they just don't win. It's very strange. He doesn't look bad, and then they
If-
just lose. he
if
goes,
Jaden
"Oh, look at
Daniels-
that game."
If Jaden Daniels wasn't the truth, I think Jaden Daniels he's the best quarterback in the NFC. That's a different discussion.
Sure.
If Jaden Daniels wasn't the truth, I feel like Caleb Williams' year, despite the record, as Matt mentioned, the 7 games
yeah.
they lost
Yeah.
in the 4th quarter, I feel like that's a good rookie season if you look at it from afar.
Like the stats and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he played
I got
well,
through
but-
it.
He got through it as a 4-12 team, and he did not look terrible. He got
No, he
sacked a bunch because
Yes,
he's
he
holding
did.
on to the ball too long. But
Yeah.
that's because he excelled in that in college. So I think Caleb Williams year 2 with Ben Johnson, I think that's a playoff team. And I think if you went to Vegas sportsbooks, it's probably plus 200. Not
Mhm.
crazy. Like, not a crazy amount. I don't
So they really
actually have
believe in
that.
him in that sense.
First of all, I met him once. I actually was a bartender for a Caleb Williams morning reception before his Heisman acceptance in New York.
Really?
And he was very kind. And he also refused to go to the acceptance without them flying the entire offensive line of USC to New York for that. And
I
they
like
did.
this.
They did.
I like this. I like
Um,
this.
So
What about you,
he-
Jose? You think Caleb Williams has got this? Sorry, I just want Jose
Oh, yeah,
doesn't always
totally,
have
totally.
the nicest thing to say about Caleb Williams, so I'm trying to get that started.
Oh yeah, Caleb Williams trash. I'm sorry.
that was fairly simple, but yeah. All right.
I like his thesis. My thesis is like 4,000 words, and his thesis is Caleb Williams,
Caleb Williams is trash.
I like it.
Caleb Wi- it's easy. He's with the Bears. They're never gonna go anywhere. So
Ben
it's not-
Johnson, man. Ben Johnson's good.
We coming for you, Hulk. I'm sorry, I just noticed what Matt was saying in
Oh,
the image.
yes.
Who's the DC too? Is it Aaron Glenn? No, he didn't leave too.
For the
Aaron Glenn
Chicago
left,
Bears.
but yeah, who's the DC? They were terrible. Make no mistake, he was terrible last year. Whoever the DC was not
Yeah, I
good.
don't know who the
Dennis
DC
Allen, they
was.
just hired, who was the old coach of the Saints. They just hired him this year.
I mean, that's better than what they had.
Yeah.
Like I find it hard to believe the way, again, the game slows down in year 2 for quarterbacks a lot. Again, Jalen Daniels, best quarterback in the NFC. I keep an eye on Caleb Williams to take a little second year leap with Ben
Like
Johnson.
CJ Stroud kind of did.
Yeah, I think the game's going to slow down for him, and he's going to be able to extend a little more like he was able to in college once he was a junior and senior, of course, after the transfers. But I could be wrong. But I don't know. He seemed like a very driven, very kind gentleman before
That's
he
nice.
accepted his
Like he's in
Heisman.
the right place at the right time right now, and he could go up from there.
I mean, if he wins in Chicago, he will be a fucking legend in Chicago.
Definitely. They never had a quarterback, honestly, since their Super Bowl win with Jim McMahon.
Yeah, and Jim
Last time they were
McMahon was
there
not
was-
even the big star. Like, it was
Yeah,
the
exactly.
defense.
It's all the defense. If you
Yeah,
remember, like Rex Grossman was
Rex
the last
Grossman
one
made
to
it
take
once,
him,
right?
take him to the
Jay Cutler. I mean, like, but like
Yeah.
that's exactly. We're not even naming
I like Jay Cutler.
fringe
actually.
got to an NFC
but not even
championship with
fringe
them.
Hall of Famers. Not even
No.
fringe Hall of Famers.
Right,
So
yeah.
imagine if they have like an all-pro quarterback. He's going to be a legend.
Yeah.
Like, and
Simple
that
as
is
that.
in his ceiling. That is in his ceiling for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
So also just 2 more clips to show with CeeDee Lamb. So do you remember his draft? Do you remember what happened with CeeDee Lamb's draft?
Oh yeah, the phone. He snatched it from his girlfriend. It was iconic, dude. City
Exactly.
boys up. CeeDee Lamb, City boys up for sure.
So let us see his reaction when he was questioned about it. And remember, big viral moment. Adam Schefter didn't ask him about it. Kay Adams, any local station. It was the Twitch streamer N3on.
N3on, yes.
I don't know what y'all talking about. They be tripping sometimes. What you get?
I hate when they be lying about shit. I don't even know what that. Nuggets. What are y'all talking about, bro? He knows exactly. Oh, wait, yo, why they laughing, bro? What's going on, dude? What'd you do?
I just love it. So there he's looking at obviously the other streamers commenting. This is our way.
Yeah.
Nah, it was a draft, bro.
What happened?
They're crazy. I got drafted and I snatched my phone from my girlfriend at the time.
At the time.
That's some baller shit, bro.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
How old
Some
is
shit I would
N3on?
N3on?
Yeah, I don't care that much. Don't look it up, but I'm just
I
if
don't
someone
care.
knew.
You gotta be
20.
mid-20s.
He's in his 20s?
You gotta be in his mid.
Yeah,
late
yeah. I would
20s.
say he's probably like 23, 24.
My
I don't know.
radar is
I
off.
don't
He
know.
looked like he was like
N3on's 20 years
19. Okay, I
Is
was
he
close.
really?
Yeah,
I
it
was
says it right
hey, I
here.
was right. I said it looked like he's 19.
I did.
You're
I
right.
said 20, right?
Price is Right winner right there for sure.
And here's we can end this with CD excuse me. We can end this with N3on showing sorry. N3on showing CeeDee Lamb his girlfriend. Let's see how his react to
Oh, let's do it.
this.
She's from Canada. You wouldn't know her, right?
Yeah, I met her at camp.
Yeah.
Nah. I got one body. Man. Not my play.
Listen,
Oh
Chad,
boy.
if it's one thing I can read BS.
Yo, bro, what the?
That's cap. I don't even know you, but I know that's cap.
You think that's cat?
You're a virgin.
Damn.
I know they got a virgin.
I'm gonna show you my girl right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna show you my girl right now.
So does that mean that you're doing what you got to do, like as far as
Yeah.
you're having?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
really not a virgin?
Huh?
Are you really not a virgin?
Nah, I'm not a virgin. One body. I came into LA a virgin, bro, but I was like, you know what?
Oh,
I was just a bit of a gooner.
LA turned you out, huh?
Yeah.
it's just a bit of a
Show
gooner.
chat. This is the best picture I could find of her. So this is my girl. She's sleeping at home right now.
So it's the infamous, that girl.
I do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, perfect.
Is that's what they got for a black truck?
That's some deals. I'm not. I ain't tripping right now.
No smoking. You can't have sex before.
Yo,
Neon.
that's crazy.
Neon.
He's wild.
He didn't even say anything. He
He's
just
wild.
glanced at the picture, rolled his eyes, and looked away. Who booked? How many people does Neon have watching these streams that they booked CeeDee Lamb?
He's
Who
He
knows?
must be a
super
massive
popular.
Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely
Yeah.
he must have been a Cowboys fan. But I'm like, again, was it a favor to this guy, or was this person actually like a big enough media personality?
You don't know who Neon is?
No,
No,
Jose.
Oh,
I don't have it either, to be honest.
No, he's a bitch, but I mean,
He didn't
straight-
come across as not one in the clips
But
I just watched. So I'm with you there.
He's viral for some, like, he had some beef with a bunch of streamers and got bitched out.
So
And he got picked up for picking up phone calls and talking shit, and he just blew up because he was like one of the first ones to do it. And
So if we were like mad at people all the time on this show, would that be beneficial?
but yeah, but
'Cause I can be mad at like someone with say kitchen appliance. I'll be mad at toaster if it's gonna get us more views. You know what I mean?
Pope Ryan, you need to relax. He's more like he does some cringy shit. Like he just like some cringy, like disrespectful shit come out your mouth. Like you just
No, I
want to
don't
beat
like
the
that.
shit out.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That
You're
is a
more like that
choice. It is a choice. Yeah.
Right. You're more of like, let me bless you, my child type. We don't need that.
Let me bless you, my child.
I've never said that. You can't.
Yo.
We 500 episodes. I've never said that.
Little sidebar. Did you see that before that video? Like he actually got like kind of an exclusive. They were filming in the back of a cab, and Neon got the reaction of CeeDee Lamb finding out that DeMarcus Lawrence signed with the Seahawks. Like,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
That's kind of
like,
cool.
That was really cool. Like,
That's who
to
he
be
gets
honest,
it.
like as a podcaster or as a creator, like Matt's kind of right. Like maybe the move is just being like, yo, like what are you doing today? Like, let me just like interview you in your element. And like, because he was literally right next to him when he saw that one of his best friends was going to another team. It was kind of cool. Like, it's good journalism, low key. That's all I'll say.
Who needs to go to journalism school now, honestly?
That's right.
20
You
years
just
old.
need a phone.
I mean,
Just
hey,
need a
everybody has
phone.
everybody has a high def camera in their pocket, man.
And
It's
voice
a whole new
recorder, whole
world.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, and an AI, you can have an AI manager and an AI film editor and all these things.
Exactly. With the AI too. Oh, man.
Yeah, we could talk about that another time.
Yeah. Yes, we can. But when he questioned about his virginity, whether he is one or not, it's funny because that actually will transition well to this next segment.
Virginity.
So the
okay.
Phoenix Suns, right? Phoenix Suns, they're having they're doing what they can just to try to survive if they can.
Bunch
make
of
it into the
virgins,
play-in.
dude. The Suns.
I
Bunch
was
of
about to say, is that the
virgins.
connection?
Yes. So they allegedly asked the Suns,
Well, one
when
of
did
them's
you
not.
lose your virginity?
Oh.
Allegedly. So tell me if you believe it or not first. So here we go.
In the 9th grade, it's like 13 or 14.
16. Hey.
16. What was that, 4th grade? Going into freshman year. How old is that? 14?
Oh, I was freshman summer, so I was about to turn 15.
16. Whatever age that is, 14.
In Plumley.
Man, Brian, now you know my junior year of high school.
Wow. He seems kind of bitter about that.
Yeah, that was
The
definitely
last
cap.
one was weird. Why was he
cap.
bitter about that?
He's probably annoyed because you see social media teams ask
That's
these questions all the time.
That's a perfectly fine answer. I think it's an average answer, I hope. He says
Especially
hopefully.
as an aspiring professional athlete, I mean, you're bound to get some play if you are even on the 15th man on the Sun. Not even the 12th man, 15 rows behind.
You're getting play if you're the trainer for the G League, dude.
I
You
was
just say
gonna
you're on
That's
the
true,
team.
right?
You just say you're on
You
the
get-
team. They don't know. You have all the
You're like
gear.
a tower boy.
Yeah, you got all
The
the
towel
gear.
boy
Oh,
gets
no.
some. The towel boy.
Everybody
Yeah.
gets some.
Bro, you say,
do
yeah,
you
I
mean?
lead the
Everyone
league
will
in
get
G
some.
League scoring, bro.
Not
Everyone,
Neon.
if you work for the NBA or NBA team in any capacity,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
have more than just a half ounce of charisma, of the
A
Riz, as
half
they
ounce
say,
of
that's
pot,
half
dude. If you
ounce.
have more than a half
If you
ounce
have
of
an
pot,
ounce
you're
of pop,
good, dude.
you'll get.
Well, that too, but no. But seriously, if you have any sort of charisma, you could spin the fact that you work for an NBA team into at least a one night stand, right? So, like, I don't know, but I don't know why that last answer. I was like, wow, he seems really annoyed. But maybe you're
He
right.
was
Maybe it
having
was
a tough
just the
bad
might
day.
have been the question. Yeah, it might have just been the fact that he was asked the question and less his answer. But who knows? Also, I was gonna make a bad joke, and I'm glad that I didn't because I guess Giddy doesn't play for them anymore.
Josh Giddey, the son. Josh Giddey's on the
The
Bulls right now.
Chicago's.
Okay, well, he was the son at one point, and we know
Oh,
he's
he
not.
was on the
He
Thunder
was a
before.
Thunder.
Are you sure he was never on the
Yeah.
Suns?
No.
I just made that up. All right. Well,
It was an 18U club.
emphasis on the U.
And so our second last is another short one, right? So Bill Belichick is in the news once again.
Also
First up,
14, but that's just his girlfriend.
Oh, whoa, zing!
bazinga on that one. So we have somehow a North Carolina newspaper was able to intercept a email thread regarding Bill Belichick and the UNC staff, right?
I think because he works at the university now, all of his emails are public.
Yeah.
Probably
can
are,
be
yeah.
accessed. Definitely
Exactly.
all of them.
So let me just show you right here. Bill Belichick asked the UNC University of North Carolina staff to CC his 24-year-old girlfriend on every email they send to him. Oh, man, as we see it right here. This was from Monday, December 16th to, I guess whoever this person is. CC,
Lombardi.
the GM of the program, Mike Lombardi.
There we
And
go.
CC
Super Bowl
Jordan
winner.
Hudson. Thank you for Robbie. Thank you for the email. I am including Jordan on this email so she can also keep up with our postings. Can you include her on anything you send to me? Thank you. Let's say it again, everybody. Bill Belichick is 76 years old. Jordan Hudson is 24 years old.
So actually, that's a good point because everyone's making a big deal about this. But think about it this way. Just think about it this way. No, seriously, think about
there's
this
a
way.
silver lining here.
No. I think that this particular story. I mean, the fact that they are, doing what they're doing together in the evening times is what it is,
Gross.
right? But
disgusting.
No, but like everyone's
Horrendous.
got grandparents, right? I'm not.
I don't want to be. You want Grandpa to be
No,
smashing
let
somebody.
me finish.
Yeah, not his point. Not his point.
No, I'm
Everybody
just
has
trolling.
got grandparents, and everyone has seen those grandparents try and use technology. And it never works.
I don't
so
think it's
he's
that.
probably what is the alternative, Matt? She's
Bro
not going to coach
Bro
the
can
damn
work
team.
figure out an email. She's just clearly, in my opinion, an
he
overbearing
wants
woman.
He wants his very smart, intellectual,
I won't
way
even go
younger
that far.
girlfriend.
He
to
just
be
wants
his
someone to do
assistant.
the emails so he doesn't have to.
Yeah,
that's what I
for
mean.
sure.
He hates
No, I
email
think-
because he's
I
76 years old, and he's like, I don't have to worry about this if my girlfriend is on the
I'm with
emails.
Ryan on
She'll
this one.
tell me what's going on. Whatever you're saying, Matt. Like
I'm saying she just wants to be on every little thing, like any other.
But what is that?
in
Like,
an
what does she
overbearing
get out of?
relationship.
What else? What does she get out
Power,
of knowing
influence.
what power? She doesn't know how
She
to
can
run
do
a
whatever
freaking-
she wants. She's the queen of
she's
UNC.
She's
apparently.
going to start calling the plays. Like, no,
He could dump her tomorrow.
No,
They're
that's
not
not.
engaged.
That's different. I'm saying. Well,
There's
she
no
is definitely
power
not
in
breaking
this.
up. If anyone's breaking up, he's gonna break up with her.
That's what
That's
I'm
what we
saying.
said,
Like
yeah.
he
Because
could
this
break up with her
girl
tomorrow. So
seems
what
crazy.
does it gain her?
Again,
What it
he can
gains
break
her-
up with her anytime. I'm sorry. There's
Yeah.
no angle for her to have this. This doesn't help her in any way.
I agree.
She
I
gets
agree.
nothing out of this. He gets someone else to read his emails. That
Yes.
is the entirety of what happened here.
And set his schedule and also
Right.
like report.
He could be
to
like,
him.
"Hey, Jordan, what do I have to do this week?"
Nah,
and then she'll
this
say,
is
She's literally
because
being his assistant.
this is because she says, "I am doing this, I am doing that. I will turn it to Brittany Mahomes."
I don't.
An even
I
worse
disagree.
situation.
I disagree.
Strongly
Because it's
disagree.
college football.
Jose, what
and
do you
it's
got?
a much younger woman.
I agree with y'all. Matt's bugging. Matt's
Yeah, so I mean, Matt is making a
Nah.
story out of nothing.
Jordan Hudson is going to be the Brittany Mahomes
She
of
already
college
is.
football.
She already is. That doesn't. That's
Bears,
After
dude.
this
Both
one,
of these
because she said, "I want to be involved. I want to be famous, more famous than the program." She
Oh,
could
bro,
literally,
he just wants
she
an
could
assistant,
literally
bro. He
join the
wants
wants an
cheerleading
assistant
staff.
for free.
He could
That's what he
join the-
wants.
Yes, Ryan. Yes, Ryan.
He's got
I
a sexually
disagree. We're gonna
transmitted
disagree.
assistant. Yeah, I mean, you can disagree, but I
She
promise
could
you, that's
literally
what it
be
is.
on the cheerleading staff and then be seen making out with the coach.
Here's what I'll say. Listen,
Yeah.
those doors to the coach's office will definitely have like frosted glass that you can turn on for sure.
Like
No,
I'm saying,
no,
like
no.
I agree with what you like your overall point. I just don't believe that this is an example of that. Like I
Yeah.
agree she wants to be famous. I agree that she's utilizing the fact that she's Bill Belichick's much younger girlfriend to help her accomplish those things.
50
All of that's
years.
true. I
50
just do
years.
not believe that this specifically is an example of that. I think
50
this was
years.
his idea because he
I agree though.
We gotta pause, Ryan. Oh,
I mean,
man.
do you think Bill Belichick's girlfriend just cut him loose?
That's right. Of course they did. That's a funny screenshot here. Oh man, Ryan. Okay, well, anyways,
Clearly that went against our airwaves. You know, something in the universe did not want us talking about Bill Belichick's girlfriend.
Man, 50 years old. You want to know? Let me go quickly. How old was Bill Belichick?
He's 76, right? So he's 20.
Okay, so he was what, early 50s when he won his first Super Bowl? And she was like 5. She said, no, 24. No.
Listen, sometimes you fall in love with your childhood team. Sometimes you date the coach.
Hold up.
50 years old.
24. It's 2020. So she was literally a newborn when he won his first Super Bowl with the Pats. She
There
said,
you go.
"Goo goo gaga."
Well,
And
here's the thing.
And
he
he was
held up the Lombardi.
He was saying bunch rights, go toss right, break. I don't know.
That's right.
He should have stayed.
That
with
was
the
not what a
Jets.
coach would say, but on the line. But maybe a
Giants?
quarterback.
Was it the Giants? Which one?
No, I'm saying when his first
Jets.
as a head coach.
I know, but
his
didn't
first Super Bowl he won as a coordinator with the Giants
right
in '86 when she
yeah.
was still another 15 years before she was born.
But wasn't he the head coach of the head coach of the Browns for a year, the Jets for a year?
He was a head coach briefly with the Browns in the late '90s.
The Browns, yeah, and then they let him go.
Yeah, he was going to be the Jets head coach, and he quit after he got hired.
That's what it was.
And he wrote on the
something
Marno.
Robert Saleh wishes he had done every night.
Okay, this is the last sports story I got, just real quick, as we're in the middle of conference championships right now. I saw this quote from Virginia Tech's Tobu Lowell. Right? Let me just double check. Virginia Tech, I believe they lost last night.
VT.
You far from that?
Yes.
Okay.
VT is at the very bottom of Virginia. I mean,
I
the
see.
closest school is not a real, not a powerhouse school, but Virginia, the actual Virginia, is not far.
Where are you in Virginia, Ryan?
I'm in Arlington, right I'm on the Arlington-Alexandria border, so I'm
I got
pretty
you.
north.
I got you.
Yeah, but
nice.
Yeah, so they lost to California. They lost to the University of California in the ACC tournament. And this is what the forward had to say. This is a real quote. I looked it up 3 times. He literally said this. They thought we were going to be ass. I mean, we are still ass, but we weren't that bad. They lost 82-73. That's
I love that.
quote. These
That's
are
the
what
best quote
athletes
ever.
really say. They thought we were going to be ass. We were
And
ass,
I mean,
but
we
not
were
as
ass, but not as ass. I love that. That was perfect.
I mean,
no
that's
notes.
Yeah, that's
Keep
actually
that kid out of media training at all costs.
None of these players do media training anymore.
No, I'm saying don't give him any. I want that to be the professional answer as well.
Have you seen NBA
honestly,
players what they say, like Anthony Edwards and stuff?
I mean, honestly, that's elite description and execution of what happened. Yeah. It's just that he's using his vocabulary.
That is an elite description of what happened.
It is. I mean, think about it.
It's great storytelling.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I agree with you.
Yeah.
100% got it right. The analysis was correct.
Nailed it. The analysis was right on. Better than
and we were, but not as bad as
the
they
NBA these days, man. Let me tell you.
No, inside the NBA is perfect.
Perfect?
No.
I don't know. Shaq,
I don't want any.
Shaq he's too critical on Zion.
I don't want any of them to get media training either.
Shaq
That's
also
important
confused
to me as
Chauncey
well.
Billups as the coach of the Pistons when he's
He did. He did.
That was a bad
I
one.
love that.
Wow.
I love Shaq. I love Shaq. Make no mistake. I'm a
Again, that's
big
why
fan of
you
Shaq.
don't really need. It's not really knowledge based. It really is entertaining.
No, he's funny. Yeah, I don't give a crap what they say about basketball. I like to laugh
Right.
at them.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah, who he played for is one of the all-time best skits ever. So fun.
definitely. Have you guys do you guys know who Dax Flame is? I think I've played him on the show before.
Dax Flame?
Yeah.
I had to look him up.
Is he a
to be fair.
superhero?
No.
Oh, he's just another influencer. He was the cameraman in Project X. That was his character.
Yes, I remember you
But he's
telling me about
become
that.
more
Yes,
famous
for his social stuff. Yes.
Yeah, and he's really awkward. I
Yes,
played
I
the
remember
video
that.
of how to get ready for a date. I
Mhm.
have to play another one where he's a photographer this time.
No, that's closer to what he played on TV.
Yeah.
You're
There
right.
you go. Typecast.
Delivery driver gets here, they'll get. I just ordered a pizza, and when the delivery driver gets here, they'll get a professional photo shoot. I rented a whole professional studio, so this is gonna be awesome. The driver's name was Victor, and he arrived 15 minutes later. Hello. Are you Victor? As a way of saying thank you today, I would actually like to offer you a free photo shoot. Do you want to come inside, and we can take photos for you? Okay, cool.
Okay.
He's fine with it.
Fourth floor.
He's just okay.
Hey,
Going
when
to
you're offered a
strangers.
free professional
studio.
photo shoot, you
If you would
take that
like
photo
to
shoot.
sit here, then I could take photos.
Victor is a
and then I
yes
can send
and
them to
man.
you.
Yeah, he is the ass Look at him. He's like, sure. I'll do whatever
Do you
you
want
say.
to do one where you look out the window? Like,
The issue
looks
is that he's
cool.
not a great photographer.
Well, that'll definitely be
So
part
like
of
it
the
looks
issue.
like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, that's not
These
bad.
photos look awesome. Do you like it?
The dramatic
Use it for your
3/4
Postmates
is
profile?
ridiculous.
Your photo for Postmates, you can make that for your photo.
Okay. We exchanged emails.
That's wild. That guy was ready to go with the flow. I
He
mean,
was ready.
obviously, they're out in California, I assume, right?
Yeah, probably.
I feel like that's the only place something like that would happen. If you tried the same thing in New York, I think it would end poorly.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Hey, my man was okay with it, but I have to play another one. Have you ever seen? We obviously know the Costco guys.
Oh boy.
Oh,
He did a
Jesus.
video with the Costco guys, and
He
you're
did?
gonna have to watch it. Yes, he did. Right here.
How many big booms did he
I
get?
got famous on the internet when I was just a kid, and I know it can be an intense experience. So today I'm going to share some lessons with Big Justice and the Rizzler.
With 5 big boobs.
Yes, what advice do you have?
So I would suggest always to maintain hobbies and friendships outside of content. So what kind of hobbies do you have?
Collecting Pokemon and playing sports.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's perfect. And do you have any like close friendships?
Yeah, we're really good friends.
Okay, that's awesome. And remember, that's the most important thing.
Thanks for that, Dax.
You're welcome. Would you like to see some funny photos?
We'd love to see some funny photos.
Okay, first one.
Yeah, you got AJ to laugh
next.
at that one.
There you go. He's like smiley Nathan Fielder.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. I like his vibe.
Do you agree my advice?
Did you hear? There's apparently no Nathan Fielder. What was a high profile jail? Was it Amanda Knox or
The one who in like Italy?
somebody went to who's famous in jail?
Yeah, like Amanda from like those murders in Italy, Amanda Knox.
Is she alive? And like,
Yeah, she's alive.
okay, let me double check the story.
Oh
Okay.
no, the Theranos
Elizabeth
lady.
Holmes.
Elizabeth
Yeah,
Holmes.
yeah.
I saw that too.
There's apparently a story that he's visiting her in prison to make a top secret
A top
documentary.
secret documentary. I did see that.
Oh god, she's in jail for life, right?
Probably. She stole a lot of money from a lot of powerful people.
I'm not gonna lie. I would watch that. That sounds
Oh, yeah.
delightful. That sounds excellent.
And we
I'm
all
just
just
kind of curious. What is he saying to her in prison?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Well, I want to know how he's framing the questions.
nothing beats the. You want to eat something? You get nothing.
You want to eat something? You get nothing.
By the way, our last Dax Flame clip I have to share. Do you guys know the singer Harry Daniels? If you want to say singer, right? He's just that guy who goes up to people, say woo, 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 like that, sings.
No,
And he
I'm
just
not
goes
thinking
up to celebrities and just starts singing.
Just do it one more time.
I'm woefully
Not that one.
uncultured.
Just do it one more time.
I'll show you.
Matt.
Well, I'll just show you exactly.
How does it go, Matt? How does it
one
go?
more
It's
time.
like
Yeah,
la
one
la
more
la
time.
la la la. There, for vibrato, right? Anyways, watch what happens with Dax Flames doing that. Somebody going for Dax Flames doing that. Got it. Music there.
You are the spark. You're the spark.
Just look how he stands.
Without you, there's no fire. Take me high. Take me higher.
Speaking of New York, Ryan.
Without you, there's no fire. Congratulations on music. I love it.
I mean, honestly, I get it though.
Bro was confused.
I don't know that I would respond any differently. What was that?
That was a hostage concert.
You didn't know
that
that's
guy's
all the
got
guy...
a lot of following.
Wait, hold
the
up.
yodeling guy. I mean,
I was
not
gonna
actually
save this
yodeling.
for another show, but I guess we'll quickly still sneak it in. But yeah, that's all this guy does. He just goes up to people and starts singing.
Yodeling.
Yeah, like ba 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 ba.
I love that he has a passion for it.
I'm trying to think of.
If it works, it works. That's all I care about.
Hey man, listen. If it makes him happy, he should do it.
Be quick, like here with like DJ Khaled doing it.
That's funny.
DJ Khaled is the perfect audience for him, though.
This is him to Kesha.
This is for the time when I was listening to this song. I crashed my car and totaled it. I'm just looking for a joyride, joyride. I'm just looking for a good time tonight. Period. Well,
Yes, Chiron. You are.
That's all you get.
Interesting.
When I met my idol,
It's
Sexy Red.
It's a really good character study of like these celebrities, you know, like how they react to this.
Right.
Really interesting.
And we switching lanes when I'm away from you. You always
Most of them are trying to be
alright.
supportive. It's kind of cute.
That one comment, why is his voice getting better? Which is true. That was better than the other.
That one was a lot better than the first one we saw was not as good as that one. I will say.
Act up, you could get snatched
Young
up.
Mom Miami.
Act up, you could get snatched up. Yeah. Act up,
Who is
you
Young
could get
Miami? I mean,
snatched
obviously it's
up.
her.
Yes, baby girl,
I don't-
you need to back up. Yeah.
Or I'm trying to find somebody who's not receptive.
I mean,
Can I sing you a song really quick? What it is, hold up. Every good boy needs a little love.
That was
about
pretty
to do
good.
it.
She goes,
That's good.
No,
That's a good
you
one.
just did it.
yeah, she
loved
loved that. You just went for
She
it.
loved that. Oh
I
my
haven't to
god.
see this guy. I'm a big fan of content. This is just my
Again,
favorite what he's done.
it's really cute, like when they're trying to be supportive and they're like, yeah, like express your art, like hell yeah. And then some people are
Definitely.
like,
I
get
like
out
it.
of my face.
Yeah, get out of it.
So I just got
Not a
cheated
celebrity.
on, and I'm really upset about it. And
You wanna order something? Yes or no?
yes, girl, I'm getting to it. What do you think I should order?
About your life.
Okay, girl, what do you think I should get? So
I don't care about your life.
So do you want to order or no? I'm getting to it. Why
Brutal.
didn't ask about your life? I love that. That was great.
I mean, hey, keep it 100.
Also, notice how, everyone's like, I mean, I get it. Celebrities are busy. They do have a lot going on, but like every celebrity had enough time not to be mad at him. But the McDonald's employee was like, I have got way too much to do and not enough like time in my life to do it. So you
Third
got
level analysis right
got
there.
to order the food or you've got to go away. Those are the only two options I will entertain.
Nice.
Which I get. And honestly, on any given day, that's me. I'm that guy.
I like it. And speaking of the Rizzler, though, this is a good transition. So Theo Von, one of the best podcasts around. So he had Danny McBride on. They to promote the new Righteous Gemstone season, but he's also just talking about whatever. And Theo Von says something that is so true. He said this about the Rizzler. He's like the Macaulay Culkin of this generation.
I mean,
this is the actual quote.
I do need to hear him say it.
Speaking of social media, the Rizzler. You ever seen this kid?
Oh, I've seen the Rizzler. Yeah,
dude, I met him in person. Yes. I'm having dinner, right? I was having dinner. I look over, and it's a kid, and you don't want to look for too long because it's like. It's just not something you do, and look at him.
The Rizzler's just hanging out at Craig's, huh?
Oh, it blew my mind. Not to snitch on him or whatever. First of all, he had 2 Pepsis or whatever past 8 p.m., which I think
that's like the bedtime stories won't work anymore. They'll be up all night.
And some people say his grades have been suffering, and I'm like, well.
I think he's evolved past grades, right? He's never going to have to learn anything. He's just going to be able to do whatever he wants in this world, I think.
He's kind of like the Macaulay Culkin of like their generation, it seems like. I mean, maybe that's a reach, but... And I asked him a question, and he just started doing his arms like that.
Did he do his little move to you? Did he give it to you or no?
I don't think I got it. I think I'm an adult, and I shouldn't have really been talking to him, so I think I was a little... And the weird thing is you see all these adults. Look, you know who I saw yesterday?
I love it. I think he's right. Macaulay Culkin of his generation. He's a huge star.
But Macaulay Culkin was good at something.
He's good at getting recognized and being famous. And he
is
said
that a
here,
talent
his
now?
grades,
Are we ready to call that a talent?
You know what?
If you can monetize it, is it a talent?
That's kind of what I'm
I
at.
think
Like,
so.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah. No, if you can monetize it, making it if monetization means talent, then yes. He's absolutely very talented because he's made a ton of money. I would argue that he hasn't done anything for that money besides touch his chin. So I guess he's a really good chin toucher.
Well, his dad put him in the situation to. That's the real thing. I mean, you could talk about child labor and child. That's a whole different conversation.
He's the one profiting. He's the one profiting from
the family is the one profiting for sure. Yeah.
And he said, I don't know, did he say it in the clip? He definitely said in the pod, like, yeah, his dad told me his grades are suffering.
He said that he heard the grades are suffering. Yeah.
And the Rizzler said, why'd you tell him, Dad? First of all, why is he going to school? He needs to get homeschooled. That's
he needs to go. Well, I mean,
he actually would benefit.
He needs an education.
He would benefit
no
from being
doubt.
around kids.
Well, true, but
regular
he's got to
kids.
stay like he has to leave every single week. I'm going to do a wrestling event this week. I'm going to premiere a movie this week. I'm going to do a pod next week.
And his parents. He can make... Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I was
gonna say, ultimately agree with you, but you just know he's not doing that.
Right, that's what I mean. If you're not going to do it, then yes, you should just get a tutor, keep him on the road. But I'm saying his parents ought to lighten the schedule a little bit, especially because he's famous from TikTok, first and foremost. And that's in your pocket. You could do that anytime. You got a free moment after dinner, make a TikTok. You don't have to be on Jimmy Fallon. That's supposed to be after you've become famous. And that's honestly, that's why I actually don't agree with the Macaulay Culkin bit. And we saw this, Matt and I, with people that we know. The D'Amelio sisters, right?
Mm-hmm.
They did their thing on TikTok. They got famous. And then they became famous, like Kardashian-esque, by being on like game shows and talk shows and radio shows. And here's the thing. If you're now famous for just talking about being famous, you're losing fame because you're not doing anything. And so I would say that the Rizzler is kind of falling into the same trap we've seen like hundreds of other TikTok and internet celebrities fall into, where as soon as he gets recognized by like the mainstream establishment of like media, he focuses solely on that. And I'm saying he's 8. I don't put any of this on him. It's obviously his team, which I assume are also his parents, but I don't know that.
I would hope.
Yeah. And so I'm like, they're falling into the same exact trap that so many of these other folks have fallen into. Like, you got to keep making the content. Otherwise, you're not famous anymore. Like, now you're just someone who was famous, and you're going on talk shows to talk about the times when you were famous. And I don't know. To me, it just... the whole Rizzler thing doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like, and I don't know if I've been in trouble in the comments for saying this, but I'll say it again in case I wasn't. Everyone is just like laughing at him because he's fat. Like, why aren't we talking more about the reality that all he's done is be large on a camera? And that's fine. I'm not here to say I'm not going to say, he needs to lose weight. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying, like, that's the reality of what's happening. A larger kid
mewed, and everybody thought that was funny, and they didn't find it funny because he touched his face. They found it because he's big and he touched his face. Like, you get rid of the big, and it doesn't go viral. Like, let's just be honest. And it's fine, but then you look at it from the perspective of his parents or his family. Now you have a vested interest in keeping your kid larger, even if that's not something that they would want to do. Rizzler apparently plays sports and stuff. To me, it's going to end, I think, badly for somebody. I'm not saying, like, you know.
Does he really play sports?
I don't know. He says he does. He's 8.
Yeah, he's 8 and he's big as hell. He ain't playing no goddamn sports.
You can be big and play sports at 8 years old. The T's
What
still
is he?
available.
Maybe soccer. He could be the goalie. Try to
He
put a
could
ball
play
through
baseball. You stand there and you swing on the tee.
Yeah,
He definitely plays sports. He definitely plays sports. He plays
plays
baseball. He
Yeah.
plays
Backyard
baseball.
sports.
No, I bet you he plays on a team.
He does.
Not the Mets, but he plays on a team.
That kid, 8 years old, already got a double chin, my dude.
I think
I know that's what I'm talking about. I said that too. I said
I
it first.
agree. No, I
actually.
agree. I agree with you, Ryan.
I think that obviously this is lightning in a bottle. You know, this is Damn Daniel. This is 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
You know what I
Damn
mean?
Daniel
Like
didn't work
this is
either.
what it is. Like, but I think
He's
in a
gone past
way-
Damn Daniel though.
No, for sure.
Well, he
but I
passed
think
Hawk too. He's Hawk Tua.
I agree.
He
Well,
beat
there's a
Hawk
whole-
Tua
No, I think he's beaten Hawk Tua for sure.
Yeah.
Actually,
because of the
He is
crypto
more
scam.
popular than the Costco guys.
Oh,
Here's what
yeah,
I'll say.
yeah.
I
The
think,
name helps.
Yeah, it definitely does. I think they're capitalizing on the fact that this is not going to be his entire life. I think they're trying to pack it all in right now because I think they're trying to make as much money as they can in the shortest amount of time,
Then
and
he
then let
becomes
this
like an
kid go be
entrepreneur.
a kid.
Yeah.
Like I really do. Like,
But when does it end?
I have never heard from his parents, so I can't say. I don't know how he's being raised. He is always around Big Justice, but that's not his dad. I thought it was originally. It's not.
The Big Justice is 11. You mean AJ?
I mean AJ. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean AJ. Big Justice is also kind of low-key nice at baseball, but we could talk about that later.
I have heard that. That was like
yeah.
on the news though.
No,
Covered
he's
on,
like he
local
wins
news.
home run derbies like on
Yeah.
the regular. Like he's
Pitch
like
dingers.
yeah, he's
Like that.
pretty
What-
good apparently.
What's that dude from way back in the day? His name is like Joe
Oh, Big
something. I
Al?
like to hit
I'm
Big
Big
Al.
Al,
Big
I
Al. I
hit
like to hit
dingers.
dingers. Yeah.
Dude, that was Big Al's an icon. But I honestly think like there is a reality where the parents are like, wow, we did not think this was going to take off. We thought,
Sure.
you know, he might make a video and like we placated to him. And there is that world where they're like,
Sure.
shit, we might as well strike while the iron is hot, make millions of dollars in a year or two, let this kid retire and go be a filmmaker or go sit on a hill in Indonesia if he wants to. You know, like
Yeah.
truly, like
money.
Could be. Yeah, could be. I don't know.
I mean,
just
again,
worry.
I've never heard from his parents, so I'm trying to see the best in people.
That's fair enough. I would worry though.
I'm for sure worried, but I'm hoping for the best, cautiously.
I heard him rap on that Christmas album. He was actually the only one in that album who could carry a rhythm.
I mean, he's got
By a
charisma
lot.
for sure. Charisma, and I mean, you got to still be able to talk the talk and walk the walk. He's not unintelligent. He's pretty quick.
He's 8,
Like,
yeah, but
he's 8, of course.
can't,
You know?
cannot stress that any harder. He's 8 years. All
I
of
know.
this is about an 8-year-old.
He's in first grade, the second
Yeah.
grade. Yeah, it's
Last
absurd.
year he was counting how old he is by going this many.
Jeez.
So that's like cannot stress enough how ridiculous the timeline is that we're talking about an 8-year-old.
Hey man, if you're out there, the Rizzler, I will be on your first streamer show.
I'll do it.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go.
I don't
We
know
got-
why you'd want me, but I'll be
No,
there.
no, we need it. Everyone from Productive Conversations. We'll roll out the whole list. It'll be us and the Rizzler. And it'll be great.
He'd probably be a hard interview on the count of not talking very much.
With it.
Yeah, just do. Actually, that might be funnier. If he just does that the whole time and then we do the show.
That's actually kind of funny. Hey Riz, what do you think? Where's Rodgers going?
Yo, guys, just a couple more things quick. Who do you guys listen to corporate radio? Like you listen to actual 92.7 FM
No.
or anything like
Sometimes
that
in the
anymore?
car.
In the car?
When I'm moving the car sometimes. Although serious, we'll see.
Well, this is what you're gonna hear. Or I guess any other like store, anywhere you can hear mainstream radio.
Oh, Sabrina.
Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't, I should be on the butterflies.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Love me some Paramore. This guy's really talented. I think honestly he should get a record deal. He has really good. He's got some pot. He's got some.
He just yeah, he actually low key kind of
ate
rocked
up
the Benson Boone thing.
Yeah, no,
that's not
that
easy.
was the
That's
guy,
a high
right,
ass
Ryan?
song. I'm
That
sorry?
was the guy you were talking to us about.
Yeah, they didn't even know who Benson Boone was. I was like, he did a backflip.
That was cool.
3 times. See, that's
I didn't
like
know
his
that
new
was
thing.
in his bag.
He does the song and then he jumps off the piano into backflip.
I had no idea who he was till I saw the backflip, but that's pretty sick.
And then they all did. It's gone viral because he did the thing where they took off his clothes and he had the very tight, like Elvis-y outfit, and people have been mimicking that. No, he's definitely viral. Benson Boone is definitely beyond just. I mean, I think he only has the one song. I don't know that he's done anything else, but he's viral at the moment, at least.
It's the alliterative does work.
Yes, he was on American Idol. But I think that's what we were talking about, actually, right? We were talking about American Idol last week, and that's when I brought it up.
Sense.
Yes,
I
that's
had
why we talked about
no idea.
Yeah, he didn't win. He actually left the show, if I'm not mistaken. I forget why. I didn't watch it, but he left the show. But what was it? I think it was Katy Perry actually said something like, "You don't need to be here." Something to that effect. Like when he left the show, she was like, "Listen, you don't really need to be here. I think you'll be fine." And obviously it worked. So good for him.
Is Benson Boone headlining Govball?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's on Friday.
That's a big rise for him. Good for him, man.
That's good. Yeah.
I guess he
good
is
for
out
him.
here.
Listen, that star is rising. So
that being said, that dude just nailed the song. So watch out.
He did nail it, bro. He should get a radio deal.
Proved his point. At only 453,000 likes alone.
He's already got it.
But
quick side note, you know the singer from Fun, literally
Nate
learned
Russ.
How to, yes,
yeah, that's
he
my
learned
guy.
The story is that he learned how to sing by just singing along in his car to the radio, and he was not a professional. He was just on his way to work, and one day he had his window down. He was just sitting in the parking lot, and
singing,
and he was just obviously he sounded phenomenal. And then this guy in a band was like, "Hey, would you want to like come and sit in and maybe sing a little?" And then they became Fun.
Huh. Alicia Keys had a similar story.
I feel like Alicia Keys went to LaGuardia High School.
She may have, but apparently she was like working in someone's home and singing, cool. And they were like, "Wow, you're really good." And I guess they helped her get whatever she needed.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick. Is that
I don't know if she was like babysitting or I don't know.
There's a story called Hell's Kitchen on Broadway. And
with Alicia Keys.
Yeah, it's Alicia Keys' story. Yeah.
So is that what it is?
It's based on her. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, look at me. I'm usually the Broadway guy. I gotta get out. I gotta see Hell's Kitchen. I don't know. I guess I gotta see it. As a New Yorker.
I haven't seen a Broadway show in forever. So.
Hey, listen. There's some good ones out there. I'll give you Rex. We could do a Broadway episode, and we could do full ratings.
I'm down for that.
In my bag.
Especially you, Jose. Right?
Yeah, I love Broadway shows.
Nice.
The way he said that makes you believe it too.
Oh yeah, no, it was very fervent.
He does, by the way. I'm not messing with him. He does.
I was at a Broadway show like 2-3 weeks ago.
What'd you see?
I took my girl for the first time to see Lion King. I saw it like 8 times already.
Great show. It's a great show. Tried and true. There's a reason it's been on for 30 years. It's a good show.
True.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna take her to see Aunt Juliet. And
oh yeah, that's a good one. All all the pop music from our childhood.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man. No, there's some good stuff coming next year too. So
there's a lot of good plays right now with the Othello play with Denzel, and then Glenn Ross.
Glenn Ross. If you can get your hands on the $900 seats that they're selling, go. It's Bill Burr. Oh my God! But
Bob Odenkirk.
What's it called?
Bob Odenkirk, Michael McKean. If you've ever seen Better Call Saul,
the duo
together, unbelievable.
And then Kieran Culkin right off his Oscar win.
Funny thing, little funny tidbit, because you mentioned Macaulay earlier.
Yeah, right?
And Macaulay was sitting right in my row, but down like 10 seats from me at Raw on Monday.
Really?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did a whole
he
bit.
went
Well,
the thing.
so I
Yeah.
was very quickly. Long
Of course,
story
of
short,
course.
I was arm candy for this incredible drag performer and trans activist Peppermint, who's wonderful, beautiful human being, fights for everyone, and is on a brand new Netflix show. So Netflix, who has
gotcha.
purchased Monday Night Raw,
Yeah.
they wanted people there from, especially New Yorkers, there to promote their stuff, including Macaulay Culkin and Peppermint. So I was the notorious arm candy for Peppermint. Let's go. Yeah, and we were sitting down from Macaulay Culkin, and multiple times he had licked little bits with the wrestlers. It was cute, they obviously had planned it.
Yeah.
No, sorry, just kidding. Wrestling is totally real. They didn't plan.
No,
anything.
everybody on our show knows the truth. Trust me,
Okay,
we're
damn,
good.
but it's so entertaining. It was the best. I have really cool photos and videos. Anyway,
shouts to Peppermint.
Shout out Peppermint. Peppermint's really.
What is Peppermint's show?
Peppermint Patty.
Pep is on a new Netflix show called Survival of the Thickest.
Oh, is it like a competition? Is it like a drag show?
No.
That's
So
a great name.
Yes, no, it's a Netflix show.
Survival of the Thickest.
It's written by.
Oh, it's like a scripted show. Okay.
Yeah. It's the second season is coming out, and listen, don't tell anybody I said so, but she has a prominent arc on the second season of this show. So she is very excited for it, and Netflix is very excited for it. Anyway, at one point, I do gotta expose her a little bit. Love me some Pep. She went up to Rory Culkin, who was sitting with Macaulay.
Yeah.
Kieran wasn't there. And she was like, "Oh my God, Kieran, it's so good to see you."
Oh no, not good.
That's the
Kieran, by the way,
especially because it's the brother too.
But Kieran,
And
by the way,
Rory
is
has
a very
Rory
big...
has hair longer than me. Like Rory's hair is like down to here. And if you watch the Oscars, which was literally like a day before or 2 days before, literally the day before,
He had short
Kieran
hair.
Culkin does not have long hair. So
big wrestling fan though, so that
huge
part
wrestling
makes
fan.
sense.
Yes, they were there.
The Culkin clan, big wrestling fan.
Big
So you
wrestling
could see
fan.
why you'd think he was there with them, but
No, but Pep was I mean, she's bold, she's brave, she's amazing, but she was a little embarrassed. I was like, don't worry about it. Although
Did
I'm
she
sure,
just say,
I'm
"Just
sure it
kidding"?
ruined Rory's night. I'm sure it ruined Rory's
I probably gets it all the time.
Oh,
there's
for
7 of them.
sure.
I think there
Oh
were
wait,
7
are you
series.
the one that just won the Oscar? Or are you the one that was the star as a kid? Oh, you're
no, neither.
Damn. When you put
I
it
could
that
hook
way.
I could hook you up though with
Justice
an
for
enterprise rent a car.
I think Rory's an actor too.
I'm
No,
sure
Rory
he is.
definitely has worked. Rory does work. He is a successful actor in his own right. However,
He's just not the other two.
it's like the Hemsworths. Like it's tough when there's multiple brothers. And
or the Skarsgårds.
Isn't there one Hemsworth who's not an actor?
Yeah, there's a fourth one that's like literally just a humanitarian, and he's the best one, but he's a humanitarian.
And
And not
then
an actor.
obviously somewhat related. I guess they're both actors in a way. The Mannings. And then there's
Yeah,
Cooper
the Mannings
Manning.
are performers for sure.
Yeah, performing is a better word. Who else?
Entertainers in the entertainment industry for sure. The Manning cast is great. Honestly, I
The
haven't been
Murphy
on it.
brothers. Eddie Murphy had Charlie Murphy.
Oh,
just
the
as funny in his
Wayans.
own way.
The Wayans.
The Wayans is another one.
Like that's a big example of like sometimes you forget like
Yeah.
which generation they're in or which Wayans.
Right?
it's
I
who.
do.
Like I for sure do. Like they're all extremely talented, but sometimes it's like or the Baldwins. Like
the Baldwins.
you know, it's all those
Nothing
like
beats when he said $6 million square foot home on his show. Too small. Oh, I could go all day about that show. The fact that it's a thing is so weird.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin's got a show.
After you know what.
Yeah.
So quickly, right? Just before I show the comedian, I have this clip of this guy. You know, everybody on TikTok in big moments in life, they need to make content amongst it. Right?
Definitely.
Like if somebody's having a bad day, if somebody's a doctor, here's my dying patient, I'm gonna cry on camera for it or stuff like that. Whether that's appropriate or not, we can
It's
debate
not,
that.
but anyway.
But you know what I'm talking about though, right?
Yes.
Like people who do that. And then
People
they
make
wonder why they're
content out
questioned.
of everything. Yeah.
So how about somebody who made content from running from the cops, which I have right here. Oh man, here it is.
They on me, oh shit. They on me. Call my mom. Call my mom. Oh, they're not even on me, my bad.
I just wanted to share that real quick.
They're not even on me, my bad.
That's taking advantage of a moment. That's great. Opportunity.
I mean, yeah,
right there.
obviously
That's
it was
good.
smart to do that because people clicked on it to see what was going to happen. But
that's it. No press is
but at
bad
least,
press, right?
In fairness, at least it wasn't him actually running from the police, because I thought it would be when you said that, and that would have been wild. Because let's pretend you got away from the police. That you filmed the whole thing, so you're still caught. Yeah, you're still caught. You know what I mean? But
and still caught. Ah, man. As I'm queuing this right now. All right. So we have somebody right here. His name. All right, you ready for the guy's name? His name is Ya Boy Will. Ya boy Will. Here's
not my boy.
Will.
Your boy. It ain't my boy. Not our boy. Your boy.
Yeah, boy. That's right.
Come get your boy.
Your boy Will. So he's another dude who does accents. I love me somebody who does accents with I love people who do accents at drive-thrus. So let's see some examples of that.
You are a chaos agent, Matt.
Perfect
yes,
audience.
as we show,
Perfect audience.
Let me just get this right here. All right, we're back. Just had to quickly do some adjustments after my TikTok logged itself out. But here we go. We have the great, your boy Will right here. Let's hear him do his amazing impressions.
Guess what just happened?
By the way, it says here, participating in this activity could result in you or others getting hurt.
That happened in Virginia.
Guess what just happened to me?
What happened?
I got my back broke. Yay! Period, right? Oh my God, girl, I'm so hungry.
Can you direct me in the direction to get mine broke too?
Hey, yo.
I got you, girl. What the fuck? Let me just get a Frosty to cool down, because he broke the fuck out my back.
Chocolate vanilla or vanilla thin mint?
Girl, you know I'm always going to get chocolate.
What size?
The biggest one you got.
This is my my last meal because I might get deported, man, because of ICE. So let's...
Oh, man. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much, brother. Hopefully, this meal is the best one I have because I'm getting deported, man.
Would you like to round up your change to help kids in our community?
Fuck them kids, man.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You can hear me, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Can I have a motherfucking egg? Can I get a McChicken with no chicken, just a bun and a lettuce?
A what?
Yeah, that's me.
What's up, bro? Fam?
Shit, bro.
I appreciate it, fam.
That was great.
Oh, they recognized him.
Yeah.
No, he went
At
right
the end
after.
there.
He went after. He said,
Yeah, I'm saying
just-
after they recognized him. Yeah.
That's cool.
I got another one like this.
How you doing, sexy?
What?
What?
What your name is?
What can we do? Sorry for you. I'm sorry. Can you put him back on, ma'am? He sounds so cute for us.
Nah.
Oh, that's your girl. I'm sorry, girl. For real.
No. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Yeah, we're gonna let you order something that you can pull in a parking lot and y'all can take care of y'all business.
Okay, but I'm scared though. Like, what happened if he don't like
How
me?
you gonna be scared? You parted with him first.
Okay, right. You right.
You shot your shot.
You right. I'm not trying to look fat in front of him though. Let me just get a motherfucking Let me just get a number one.
You don't want to seem like big deck in front of him.
Exactly. So let me just get some water.
Okay, I know that's what she did.
Yeah, you already know.
Oh.
What's good with y'all?
Let's go with y'all.
You are still serving ice cream. It is very cold outside.
Okay.
You can hear me? She's coming. Fuck. She's coming. Yeah, she's coming.
I can.
Hey, let me get it. Hey, what happened?
Hey, what?
Hey, Big Mac here. Yeah, wait, son, my girlfriend wants something.
Hello, can I get that spicy big fucking McCrisp or what?
Okay.
Yeah, and let me get a little caramel frappe on the side.
What's that?
Ooh, don't talk to me like that, boy. You're getting me wet. Hold on. My kid wants something.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yo, let me get a fillet of fish on that motherfucker, yeah?
Hey man, is everything alright?
Yo, everything's perfectly fine, bro.
Hey, how many people are in the car?
How many I ever fucking want, buddy?
Sir, can I order the McChicken?
Last one.
It turns me on so much. Oh my god, I love your voice.
Thank you.
It turns me on so much. Yeah.
Oh no.
Let me know at the window.
Yep. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Oh boy.
What do you recommend, Big Daddy?
I don't eat Wendy's like that.
Oh shit. Okay. What you be eating then? This cook. Okay. Let me just get a number 3, Daddy.
I might be able to agree on that one.
You said what?
I might be able to agree on that one. You gonna spicy or regular?
Let me just get the regular.
With the drink.
Shit, can I get you on the side?
Yep.
Oh!
Alright, what's your thoughts for your nuggets?
Oh, I want to be drenched in ranch.
Man.
That's wild. He was into it.
He's got
Sight
game.
unseen. That's the new Love Is Blind.
He's got game.
That's the new Love Is Blind. That guy was ready to smash a dude, thinking it was a woman. Sight unseen. Just said a couple of dirty things, and that guy was like, "Yep, we're in. Good stuff."
Oh man, good stuff indeed. Well, that does wrap up our show for today. Andy, incredible job as always. Let's definitely have you back. For real, for real. Ryan and Jose, great job as always yourself.
Thank you.
Let's all have a great week. Oh, sorry, let's all have a great weekend. And we'll see you next week with it. Have a great time, everybody.
Have a good night.
See ya.